It's 6:30. I'm gonna get this going. Any public comment? All right. Everyone's here except Mr. Mannix.
Marty's not coming, or?
Not a keeper. I'm going to bounce around a little bit, realizing that we're also going to go up to Katyville Fire Department. Just an update, we do continue to work on some of the labor relations with Jackie Kelleher. I do have a conversation coming up with Mickey in the next couple of days. So I anticipate that we may have an executive session with either possibly next week or in a couple weeks with some of their proposals as they may be making some recommendations. So mausoleum update, I am happy to say that in working with both the Assemblywoman and Senator, we have been able to secure an extension of the receivership through September. So we continue to advocate as a town, taking an approach that is measured and assembling the best resources that we can in handling the situation that's at hand. So
is that through September or to September?
Through September. Yep. And more information will become available as we continue to work through that process. We did have a Clinton County Airport study kickoff last week with the LaBerge Group, and we do have in partnership with that study, Clinton County is participating financially as well as the Development Corporation. Again, this study is focused on, as you may remember, it was part of the CFA grant funding process last year that we received the award. The idea is, even though the Clinton County Airport as a property isn't necessarily ours, any of the infrastructure support for water, etc., will have to come through the municipality as a town. So the Development Corporation has a vested interest in it as well as the county, so they're willing to work with us on that. And
this is the old
Clinton County Airport. Yep. So that will take place over the coming months. But in working with the Development Corporation and also the county, I think what's positive is we are going to take from a number of the reports that have been published previously and try to build that into that report as well, which I think is helpful. And it's nice to be able to have the three of us at the table where before a lot of work has been done independently and not necessarily everybody has been in the fold of that conversation. Water, in particular, it will probably be one of the more important things. And there's also a lot of conversation about a particular company coming to this region that will see its development probably take place on the old county airport parcel, and that will have a significant impact. So, looking forward.
Michael, the report you were referencing, when was that prepared or published?
Which one?
The one you said previously.
There's been a number of different reports. TDC has done some reports, the county has done some reports, and really the town has an interest in seeing an infrastructure study take from those and also identify some additional items. So we'll see how that develops.
The TDC study was after the airport moved. And they did a redevelopment study. They did a really comprehensive plan to move like a whole town center onto that property. I'm not sure the infrastructure was part of that study at all.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, and with our codes and zoning, when it was done, it took into account a number of things like the Saranac River Trail expanding, but the study or the projection that TDC worked on, it's quite imaginative. I mean, the whole back section, they were thinking about possibly seeing a golf course, for example, built out there. So who knows what comes? It could potentially be mixed use. You could see some more manufacturing, but you could also see potentially houses developed along the riverfront. I think Main Stream is some type of commune of
I'm
sorts.
smiling because I keep telling my dad I want like a closed loop system, sustainable community.
So-
Like greenhouses and
but, you know, we'll see how it comes, and I think having Mike Zerlo participate in that, Rodney and, you know, Paul Grasso, I've been very appreciative of them in their willingness to participate financially, even though it's a small amount.
Yeah, I appreciate the infrastructure, because again, with the capital plan for the water, certainly, that was one of my questions. Okay.
So, some of these other items do relate to us going up to Katie'ville afterwards, so I'll kind of put those on pause for supervisors' reports or comments, and let's just kind of jump around a little bit. In one item, there is one action item tonight that I would like to do, so we'll have to do that now, and that is Resolution 16-129. It's setting an informational meeting for the CDBG 2015-2016 Microenterprise Grant.
Whereas all the town of Plattsburgh micro business owners, as well as persons wishing to start up a business located in town of Plattsburgh, are eligible to apply for the 2015-2016 Microenterprise Program. Therefore, be resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized to publish a notice of public hearing to be held June 29th, 2016 at 7 p.m. at the town hall to provide an opportunity for the town of Plattsburgh to provide the citizens of the town with adequate information concerning the amount of funds available for perceived community development activities, the range of activities that may be undertaken, and other important program requirements. Provide citizens adequate opportunity to participate in the development of the application, any revisions, changes, or amendments to the application prior to submittal. And it be further resolved, the town board is hereby authorized and direct the town clerk to cause a notice to be published in the Press Republican in accordance with town law and to be posted on the town clerk's board.
Is there a motion? Mr. Wood. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Ms. Hebert. Any discussion?
Michael, how is this different from the meeting that we had last year?
Again, it's going through the process to expand opportunity to present it to the public, to make sure that people have the opportunity to understand what's going on, so it's just procedural.
This is
So,
on
whatever the 29th is, yeah. So, yep. Any other discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mike LeFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, and resolution carries. All right, going into draft materials, you'll see that we have the minutes there, monthly reports. Tom, I know sometimes you like to participate
I
on
looked at a few
reports. Is there any
comments or comments.
items? We also have a draft resolution for Four Seasons subdivision there for review as well. I believe it's 3.
I think that was in the, yeah, planning and zoning.
Yes, it
It was
was.
three buildings.
Yeah, that was the 20-some lots or whatever. These 2 and 3.
And then really the last item that you will note is that Saranac Central School Bus lease, and that is for program support.
So that's for the year, so for all the outings for the senior citizens as well as the beaches and things like that.
And it's the agreed rate is at $2.80 per mile, so.
Is the town providing the driver for those buses?
No, not my understanding.
Because the way the draft reads, it kind of just says they're renting the school bus.
Typically, unless someone has the specific license.
Yeah. So they're gonna lease the buses.
Yeah, it does. First resolve.
Yep. I don't think Mel or Aaron are
Gonna drive it.
gonna drive it. So,
What's like the jump?
So you're gonna lease it at $280 per mile, and that includes the driver?
that's my understanding, yes.
Just put that in there.
I don't know, I know that they had hired bus drivers because they put them on the sheet last year as part-time employees.
We, again, there's a reason that this is a draft between now and
Yeah,
next week.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because it wouldn't be,
I don't-
not
Yeah.
going into the school, because then the
Yeah.
school would be liable for that.
so.
Yeah.
Hey, folks.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Enjoyed the accommodations?
Love the accommodations.
Excellent. Don't go off the way where you're from.
And I will note, Mr. Mannix just called me there, but I will actually not take a phone call during the meeting. So, the last thing that I would
Probably wants
just,
to know where it is.
yeah, I will just bring to your attention on Friday, June 10th, there was a public notice of special election of Fire District 3 here. And I'll just read it, that a special election of the Fire District 3 at the town of Plattsburgh will take place on Tuesday, July 12th, 2016, between the hours of 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at the Wallace Hill Station, 128 Wallace Hill Road, for the purpose of voting on the proposition herein set forth, approved to authorize the Board of Fire Commissioners of Fire District 3 of the town of Plattsburgh to purchase one fire truck. So I know there's a lot of talk sometimes that people don't always necessarily know when the votes that are going up for the fire department. So since we were here and that was going on, I thought I would bring it to your attention. I know that you're their fire district liaison.
Do they have a reader board?
Yes, they have a reader board at the main one.
Yeah, so they should put it there.
Yeah.
I know that's what they do at Cumberland Head, and nobody knows, but
I
they
would assume, I haven't seen it on, I haven't driven by to see it on. Seen a couple other things, but it changes, so you've got 3 or 4 things on at the same time.
Any other comments or committee reports? If not, we'll adjourn a little earlier and we will drive over to Katie Bell. All right.
At 6:45?
Yep.
So that was July 15th.
Um,
Well,
12.
so we got it there at 6:30. At 7:30, they start over there, right? In Katyville.
Yes.